Hey, it's Brianna for Triumphant Tuesdays. This week I'm going to be talking about how to be happy. I feel like I'm at a place in my life where I can explain this in a really concrete way, so I'm going to try. So I came up with 8 things you can do to make yourself happy, and maybe not all of these will work for you, but they worked for me, so I hope that you can find some positive things you can do from this video and become a happier person, because I think that's our ultimate goal in life, is to become happy people. I think anything we try to do, the ultimate goal really is to become happy. So I hope this video makes you happy and you find some things that will help you in your life. So I came up with 8 things, so here we go. The first is to be grateful. Be grateful for everything you have, because you have so much. Just living in America or Canada or Britain or Italy, I'm just listing where the WeRFreEDomFighters live, but living in developed countries is a huge blessing. But write down everything you're grateful for every day, and it can be something as simple as, I'm really happy I have a roof over my head, or food to eat, or it can be anything that you're happy about, anything that you're grateful for that you have. So every time you focus on the fact that you might not have something, you can look at your list and be happier, because you have so much to be grateful for. And as soon as you start realizing all that you do have, automatically make you a more positive person, because you won't be focusing on what you don't have, and you'll realize how lucky you are. And then you can spread the joy you get from that to other people, which is always a good thing. The next thing I have is accept yourself, and that's a really hard thing to do, especially since most of my audience is people with eating disorders. It's really hard to accept yourself, but you need to get to a point in your life where you can look at the mirror and feel peace about yourself, where you can be happy with who you are, and that's a huge process. And I'm not at a place where I can make a video on how to accept yourself, because I'm still working on that. But therapy has helped me, being with my friends, having them tell me things they like about me, just having other people in general tell me, or really thinking about it and really realizing that, I'm the only person I'm ever going to be. I'm not going to be somebody else, so you're best off accepting yourself. And that's a really long process, and most people need some type of help with that, so I encourage you to get it. But ultimately, you should be striving to feel peace within yourself and be happy with who you are, because there's only one you, and I know that's so cliche, but it's true. So if you accept yourself, you're going to be a much happier person. The next thing that goes right along with that is accepting other people and realizing that you can't change them. I was having a discussion with my dad because one of my friends kept doing something that's really annoying, incredibly annoying, that was just really bugging me, and I can't share what it is because it involves another person, so I don't do that on YouTube at all, just because, if I share my life, that's my business, but when I share someone else's life, that's really not the best idea, which is a great lesson that can be applied to life anyway. But he was doing something that really annoyed me, and I was like, Dad, I tried this, I tried that, I tried talking to him about it, I tried setting a goal. My dad's like, Brianna, you can't change him. He's like, you can try anything you want to change him, but he has to want to change it himself, and if he doesn't want to do it, there's nothing you can do. And that was really hard to hear, because I like to think that by being an inspirational person, I can just change everybody, but it doesn't work like that at all. And what he said was so true, and realizing you can't change someone allows you to, 1, focus on yourself, which is good because you can always change yourself, but 2, it lifts a burden from you when you realize you're under no obligation to try and that you can't. So it allows you to focus on other things, and if you're trying to change something about someone, it's usually because it's something negative. So releasing negativity from your body or from your mind is definitely a good idea. And there are so many positive things about different people, even if you don't like everything about a person, especially if this is a boss or a fourth person in your life for whatever reason, somebody you have to interact with. It's best to figure out positive things about them and like write those down too. Like I find like writing things down is really helpful because you're letting it out of your brain and onto a piece of paper where it's really concrete. And then you can always look at your positive list later, which will help you so much to be positive. But you're happy to look at all the positive things you have and the lists you have about qualities that are positive about people in your life. So always focus on the positive in people, and that will help you accept them. Sometimes like we have to work with people even if we don't want to, and there's not a lot of choice in that, but everyone has something positive. So find the positive things about that person and be happy with them, and don't focus on negative parts of people because you can't change them anyway. And accepting other people often helps you accept yourself. At least I've found that to be true. The next thing I have is surround yourself with positive people. Make sure all your friends or people you're choosing in your life are positive. They shouldn't make you feel sad. They shouldn't bring you down. And they should make you feel happy whenever you are sad, because that's what friends are for. But don't intentionally surround yourself with negative people, because that negative energy will rub off on you no matter how hard you try. But if you surround yourself with positive people, then you'll be positive too, because it's really hard to be negative when a bunch of people are happy and positive. And when I think about this, I think about Nikki. Like, Nikki is always happy and she's always saying, "You've got this," and it's gonna be good. And yeah, like she's always happy, and she's gone on to become an actress, something that everyone thought she couldn't do. But she's always happy and super positive, and that makes me happy. Like, seeing how happy Nikki is, that makes me happy. All the girls on YouTube that I work with are so positive and so happy, and that makes me happy. So if you surround yourself with positive people, that you're more likely to be happy yourself. And then they can tell you positive things about you, which can help you accept yourself. So it's a good idea all around. So just stick with the positive people when you can. The next thing I have is spend time doing things that you love to do. And I have a great example for this one. I'm going to Canada to see Sarah, and I'm so happy about that. Like, so incredibly happy about that. And every time I talk about it, I smile and I talk really fast. So sorry if that's like annoying. But yeah, like I'm so happy to go see her. And like I'm going to go to another country and see a bunch of snow and like see a girl that I love, that I work with. Problem is, I live at home and my parents are not so happy. They don't like the fact that I travel. They don't like the fact that I'm on YouTube. They don't like it. And it's kind of hard to deal with because, you know, I'll be 30 in May, so it's really hard to deal with. But I'm going to do it anyway because you only have one life. If I'm always doing things that make my parents happy, then I'm not being true to who I am. And I'm not having the experiences in life that I want to have. So meeting Sarah and hanging out with her is something I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do. But I can't let people that don't want me to do it stop me from doing it, because I need to be true to myself and do things that make me happy. Like, YouTube makes me very happy. Some people are just like, YouTube is weird. Like, why would you do that? And that's how it is with a lot of people that aren't YouTubers. Like, they don't understand like why YouTube would make somebody happy, but it makes me very happy, so I do it. But always do things that make you happy and be true to who you are, and never let someone talk you out of something that you really want to do, because that will just make you sad because you never did it. And it's so true, the fact that when we're all old, we'll definitely regret more the things that we didn't do than the things we did. So I think that comes from Mark Twain, actually. But yeah, anything you want to do that you can reasonably do, you should definitely do it, because you only live once, and you don't want to regret not having an experience because you thought you couldn't do it or someone told you that you shouldn't. So do whatever makes you happy, as long as it's reasonable and something you can do. And that will make you a much happier person because you're being true to yourself, which will help you accept yourself too. The next thing I have written down is finding positive things in things you don't like. Because as much as we should do things that make us happy every day of our lives, eventually we're going to come across things that we have to do that don't make us that happy. Maybe we don't like a situation in our lives. Maybe we don't like our jobs. Maybe we don't like our school. Maybe we don't like a person we have to work with. or do something with. Who knows? Like, eventually we're going to have to do something that we're not very thrilled about. But if you force yourself, you can find the positive in those things. For example, like, my job isn't my dream career. Absolutely not. Like, so far from it. But the one really positive thing about it is that I get to meet a lot of people and I get to talk to a lot of people, and I like that. Like, a lot of people know me in my town. I like that I get to be exposed to all different types of viewpoints and ideas, and it's really fun when you get to talk to a lot of people, and I like that. So I focus on that. But no matter how bad a situation is, you can always find something that's positive in it. And when you do, even if it's really hard, like, that's like an accomplishment. So you should be happy with your accomplishments. But if you find things you like, which you will if you try, it'll make the experience a lot easier, and it will make you happier when you're doing the thing that you don't necessarily like, because you're only focusing on the positive things that experience has to offer. The next thing I have is look at all your options. And I was watching this girl on YouTube that she had said that she does online school because she didn't like high school. I think she went to like 2 months of it. But she didn't like it, so she does online school. But it gave her more time for YouTube. She's like a beauty guru. I don't know if you guys watch any of those channels, but they're pretty fun to watch, especially if you like makeup and things like that. But it gave her a better education because she wasn't stressed out about high school and the things she didn't like. And it gave her more time for YouTube. And she's doing really well with that, and that makes her happy. And she gets to enjoy her life and get more out of her education and hang out with people that are more like her. So she's happier choosing something that most people wouldn't choose, but it makes her happy. So if you look at all your options. Hey guys, I think I just deleted the last part of my video because I was using iMovie the wrong way. Anyways, I think I was talking about how you should just choose the best option for you and not worry about what other people think. So always look at all your options and choose the best one, and that will make you happier because you'll be making yourself happy. And the last thing I have is just to smile. Smiling automatically makes you happier. It releases chemicals in your brain that make you happy, and if you smile, even if you're not happy, it might make somebody else happy who can make you happy too. And smiling is always a good thing. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. Love you guys. Bye.